DJI Neo using full manual control with the DJI RC3. And let's see what can we achieve with this little thing. One thing I'm not really a fan of is it does not support memory cards. All it has is internal memory. So currently flying in full manual mode, captured in 4:3, stabilized using the GyroFlow app, which uses the gyro data to capture information that will help you to stabilize the footage later, which is what this footage will look when you're watching. Currently for me it's just a raw 4:3 shot that I will show you as well, but it's so much more fun to fly this little thing using manual controls, as it's so powerful. Even when it's like the cheapest, most underpowered drone you can get, almost, it's so good. DJI just knows how to do things right. Yeah, nice one. Yeah. Well, I'm not really a fan of the image quality of this drone. It's not the best, but it's also not the worst if you know what you're doing with your images. To get the most out of this camera, I will make a video about that. It's like you have to put the sharpening on -2 and noise reduction on -1, and then you can achieve better looking shots, because built-in noise reduction and built-in sharpening makes the shots look well, I can say terrible, because digital sharpening is well, it is what it is, and I'm not a fan of it because it just makes shots really too crispy. But if you are capturing this for your Instagram and social media, then maybe straight out of camera sharpened image could work for you. But for me, as I'm color grading my footage, it does not really work for me. I rather have footage that's a bit softer right out of the camera, but more powerful after I have done stuff with it. And I gotta say, this drone flies really well. It's it reminds me of the days when the Mavic Mini 1 came out. It was also really easy to fly. It was like, okay, let's go here. Oh, nice one. I did it. It reminds me of Mavic Mini 1 times, when it was really limited to its power and what it can do. But once you get your like limitations, the creativity comes along, and that is when you start to find out ways how to make this underpowered drone look like a normal looking drone that's capturing stuff and looks great on your social feed. It's really quite amazing. Yeah, especially the weight of it. It's I still can't remember, what was it? It was 135 grams or 100 or 50 grams. Okay, I won't go through there. I will go through here. Nice. Let's go through here. All right, that was easy. So yeah, this is the DJI Neo in its full manual mode. Still flying, 5 minutes in the flight, doing it. And achieving some shots as well. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The skate park right here. If only I would have ND filters on this drone right now, it would be way better. Would look a lot more nicer. Currently capturing in 4:3 full HD, 50 frames per second. I did not choose 4K for a reason, because whoa, yeah, because 4K is, I think for this drone it's quite over sharpened, and if you use 1080p in 50 frames per second or whatever frames per second you choose, it just looks a bit better. It's not over sharpened. Yes, it's 1080p, but still a lot of people still just make videos in 1080p on YouTube, because most of the people watching YouTube videos are watching them on phone screens. So there's no real point of actually creating 4K content on YouTube. Only if you want to be like extra crispy and all that stuff. 1080p is enough, even for large TVs, even for all that. 1080p is way enough. So yeah, all right, this is my light. Sweet. So this is the DJI Neo, and I gotta say, it's a wonderful drone. It's a great introduction into the FPV world as well as the drone world, because it can act as a regular drone by using the controller that comes with the Mini 4 Pro, or this thing, the regular controller. And it can also be a freestyle madness type drone with the FPV controller and the goggles. The only downside for this drone is the image quality. You can get good images out of this drone if you know what you're doing. When you do these automatic shots, it will use the sharpened 4K auto image, and that will result in images that are probably okay for social media. If you want to get the most out of this thing, I would definitely suggest you to use manual settings and probably get the controller like this and get the goggles like this. I know this thing is really expensive. It's like 500 or 600 euros, dollars, wherever the currency is. They are expensive, but they do unleash the full potential of this drone. So these are very universal. You can use them with a bunch of different units, drones and stuff, and it's a really good investment. These were my first impressions with the DJI DJI Neo. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed those autonomous features. For people who don't know how to fly drones, it's really great, because there are people who just don't want to know how to fly drones, but they do want to get those aerial shots. There are people like that. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next